goals and cause, a journey to fulfill.
Greetings, my radiant Hoardlings, and welcome to a journey across the realms of Final Fantasy. Before we plunge into the artistry, the drama, the tears, and whatever commentary the rest are planning, let us first understand what makes these scene boxes such glorious treasures. For you see, each and every Final Fantasy box contains 6 borderless scene cards, moments captured directly from the legendary games, cinematic, emotional, frame-worthy. 6 art cards, beautiful illustrations for display, adoration, or hoarding, preferably hoarding. 3 play boosters, randomized delights from the Final Fantasy set itself, a sprinkle of chaos for the soul, and 1 beautiful display easel, perfect for presenting your chosen treasure, or distracting Og.
Og like this tiny chair. It hold card or snack?
It's an easel, Og, for displaying art, not for sitting, and definitely not for eating.
Displaying treasure can be very satisfying, especially when you know people can't stop staring at it.
Trixxie, we are attempting a professional introduction. Please stop turning everything into whatever that was.
Oh, come on. I'm just appreciating the art and being appreciated.
Og appreciates snacks and this tiny chair.
This is going to be a very long video.
As I was saying, these scene boxes offer a complete experience. Art, story, nostalgia, and collectibles all in one magnificent package. And though the contents are the same across all boxes, the scene cards inside each one are unique to their Final Fantasy era. From the origins of light in Final Fantasy I, to the brooding destinies of Final Fantasy VIII, to the tragedy and triumph of Final Fantasy IX, to the campfire camaraderie of Final Fantasy XV. Each box is a window into a world of treasure. Let the review begin, let the realms open, and remember, Hoardlings, everything can be treasure. Behold, Hoardlings, the first of our legendary journeys, the Final Fantasy I scene box, Garland at the Chaos Shrine. Witness Garland's towering presence upon the cover, his armor gleaming like cursed steel, the ancient shrine rising behind him in solemn, sinister majesty. This box captures the very dawn of Final Fantasy, where heroes awaken, villains swagger, and the cycle of light and chaos begins.
Whoa! Big armor man look angry. Maybe hungry. Og gets angry when he's hungry too.
He's not hangry, Og. He's plotting the time-looping conquest of the universe. You know, normal first-game villain behavior.
Nothing like a brooding bad boy in heavy armor. All that darkness, all that intensity. He looks like he'd be fun to challenge.
Trixxie, we are talking about a box, not whatever you're thinking.
Trust me, Collector, what she's thinking is always worse than what you imagine.
Og challenge him too. Maybe at snacks.
Inside awaits the beginning of the epic, the heroes, the fiends, the crystals, the chaos. Let us open the box and step into the shrine where destiny first awoke. Garland, Royal Kidnapper. Garland is massive, looming, and has armor gleaming with villain energy. That helmet crest is screaming, first boss swagger. The Chaos Shrine pillars behind him, making the whole piece feel like a dramatic JRPG stage intro. Behold, a villain so iconic, the word kidnapper sounds like a title of honor.
He look like he say, get in the bag a lot.
Og, the only thing you would get kidnapped for is ransom of 1 stale muffin. But yes, this captures Garland's ego perfectly. Trixxie, try not to drool. He's basically bad boy buffet.
Maybe I would let him kidnap me. Depends on what he does with all that armor.
Trixxie, we just started the review.
Right. Kidnap means cuddles?
Og, please, stop talking. Forever.
The Destined Warrior, a heroic pose straight out of classic manual cover. Bright armor, righteous posture, hair doing that 80s anime dramatic swoosh. The perfect, you're level 1, but look level 50 energy. A hero forged by pure light, a champion of destiny.
He looked brave, but also cold. Armor drafty.
At least he wears clothes that cover more than 3 square inches, Og. And Trixxie, I see that look. He's a warrior, not an addition for your dating show.
Oh, I don't date warriors. I test them. Very thoroughly.
Og, fetch my special drink. I think I'm going to need it. The Destined White Mage. Radiant magic, classic Final Fantasy healer robes, and a peaceful expression. The glow contrasts beautifully with the shrine's cold stone. A beacon of salvation, a healer of legends.
She give Og warm feelings. Maybe she heal Og's tummy after bad snack.
Yes, Og, she looks kind, which means she should stay far away from you. And Trixxie, don't try to corrupt the healer. Some of us still appreciate innocence.
Oh, honey, I never corrupt anyone. I just give them options.
Chaos Shrine's black crystal. Dark, ominous, swirling with arcane corruption. This thing screams, touch me and regret everything. A relic of pure malice. Oh, how it calls to me.
Crystal looks yummy, like forbidden candy.
It's not candy, Og. If you lick it, you'll explode, implode, or turn into something even less coordinated than you already are. And Trixxie, don't flirt with the cursed crystal. You have enough problems.
Cursed things tend to like me. Something about shared energy.
Stop saying things that scare me. The Destined Thief. Shadowy, agile, and all-around sneaky. Gives that perfect, I'm stealing your wallet and stabbing you in the back vibe. Stealth, precision, a master of shadowed opportunity.
Thief steal snacks, Og no like. Unless steal snacks for Og.
They'd steal from you, Og. You're basically a food ATM with legs. And Trixxie, you and a thief, dangerous combination. Whole world might lose its pants.
Oh, darling. Some pants deserve to be stolen.
Why is there always a pants threat? The Destined Black Mage. Iconic silhouette, glowing eyes, swirling darkness. Captures the exact mystique of Final Fantasy's original Black Mage concept. A mage of pure arcane darkness. Brilliant!
Og scared. He looked like he knows secrets. Too many secrets.
Yes, Og, he definitely knows more than all three of your brain cells combined. And Trixxie, I bet you like him. Tall hat, dark robes, mystery. Checks all your boxes.
A man who hides his face? That's practically an invitation.
Invitation to what? Nope. Don't answer. I can't handle it. Hoardlings, behold the moment where destiny splits in two. This is the Final Fantasy VIII scene box, Children of Fate. On the cover, we alone witness an entire saga unfolding. Squall, the reluctant seed, jaw set, gunblade drawn, charging headlong into fate. Cypher, his rival, his mirror, his downfall, slashing back with arrogant, perfect form. Renoa, reaching out from the light, the hope that pulls Squall toward the future he fears. Ultimacia, looming in the storm above them, time-twisting sorceress, puppet mistress of tragedy. The cover is a collision of love, rivalry, power, destiny, war, magic, heartbreak, an entire emotional meltdown of being 18. This is Final Fantasy VIII, captured in one violent, beautiful moment of legend.
Og see, sword boy angry. Other sword boy more angry. Pretty lady floating. Scary lady floating harder. This box, busy.
Busy is one way to describe a love story, a rivalry, a time-compressing sorceress all photobombing each other. But yes, this artwork is peak Final Fantasy VIII chaos in one rectangle.
Two beautiful boys locked in a deadly dance. A woman fighting for love, and a sorceress whispering doom from the shadows. This isn't a scene. This is foreplay with a body count.
Trixxie, this is a family-adjacent review. Please stop verbally assassinating the rating system.
I think they all need a snack break.
Honestly, that might solve most of their problems.
These scene cards combine into this exact confrontation. The clash that shapes their destinies, and the storm that binds their hearts. Hoardlings, prepare yourselves. The children of fate await. Squall, gunblade duelist. Brooding perfection. Sharp coat, sharper weapon, sharpest emotional repression in gaming history. Lighting emphasizes that I didn't choose the protagonist's life vibe. the angst, the intensity. This card radiates more brood than a Raven family reunion.
Why he holds sword and gun? Is he greedy?
No, Og. He has a gun blade because he's stylish, angry, and compensating for something. Speaking of which, Trixxie is about to say something unholy. 3, 2.
I wouldn't mind seeing what else he knows how to handle with that kind of intensity.
Trixxie, please. This is a review, not whatever this is.
Og know how to handle shovel. Is same thing? Og dig holes real good.
Yes, Og. That's exactly what she meant. You nailed it, you absolute disaster.
Digging holes can be useful if you know where to put them.
No more digging, no more holes, no more sentences with double meanings. Renoa, Angel Wing, cosmic, featherlit, and tinged with teasing confidence, captures her charm, mystery, and quiet power. Her glance back is bold, inviting, deliberate. Her pose is confident, playful, and knowingly alluring. A vision of hope, our angelic heart of destiny.
She looks like she give good hugs. Og like hugs.
Yes, she does give good hug energy, unlike Trixxie, whose hugs probably come with waivers and hazard lights.
My hugs are perfectly safe for people who can keep up.
Safe? Nothing you do is safe.
Og okay with hugs that need lights. Easier to find in dark.
Og, buddy, I'm begging you, stop helping.
Oh, let him talk. I find it adorable when innocence wanders into dangerous territory.
Cypher, Balam rival, smug, arrogant, standing like he invented trench coats and flame magic. Perfect rival energy. A hauntingly smug adversary. Just look at that expression. It screams, I rehearse my insults in a mirror.
He look like he smell good, but also bad, but also good.
That's called expensive cologne, Og. He's the type who alphabetizes his hair products. Trixxie, don't even. I see that spark in your eye.
A man who thinks he's better than everyone? Delicious challenge. I'd break him in under 10 minutes.
Why do you talk like this in public?
Break him like plate? Og break plate once. Collector got mad.
I assure you, Og, the way you break things and the way Trixxie breaks things are very different universes.
Oh, trust me. Mine are more fun.
Duelist's flame. Flame swirling dramatically, heat waves bending the air. Looks like pure rivalry crystallized in magical fire. Yes, a blaze of passion and conflict. This is the art of war.
Fire look warm. Og like warm. Warm good for nap.
Yes, Og, fire is great for naps. If you're trying to start a new species called Og Flambe. And Trixxie, no fire flirting. I'm not emotionally prepared.
Oh, come on. A little heat never hurt anyone. Well, not anyone who mattered.
Why is that so much worse than usual?
Og once ate hot pepper. That hurt. Does that count?
Yes, Og. That's exactly the same as magical dual energy and flirtatious combustive innuendo. Nailed it again.
Adia, possessed sorceress. Elegant, terrifying, beautifully corrupted. Dark energy surrounds her like living silk, eyes full of tragedy and power. Behold, the possessed sorceress of grandeur, so majestic, so menacing, so...
She looked like she's staring at Og, specifically.
She is staring at you. You deserve it preemptively, meatball for brains. But yes, this art slaps. Trixxie, try not to compare your wardrobe to hers. Her dress has more dignity than your entire closet.
Excuse you. My wardrobe is art. Dangerous art. The best kind.
Oh, stars above. Now she's going to monologue about straps again.
Og like straps. Good for carrying snacks.
Please, take me off this planet.
Fated clash. A jagged burst of lightning splits a swirling blue sky in two. Raw energy symbolizing the storm between Squall and Cypher. Fate cracking open before their destined duel. A tension-filled moment capturing the clash that defines them. The clash of fates representing Squall and Cypher. Pure, undiluted dramatic cinema on cardboard.
Are they upset? Maybe someone ate their snacks.
Og, not everything is about snacks. Actually, with these two, yeah, wouldn't surprise me.
All that tension. Two strong men clashing with everything on the line. If they invited me, I'd make it a threesome. Of dueling. Of course of dueling. Unless...
No unless. We are ending that sentence there.
Threesome mean 3 snacks? Og in.
You know what? Close enough.
Hoardlings, brace yourselves. This is the Final Fantasy IX scene box, The Siege of Alexandria. On this cover, we witness a city dying beneath the weight of gods. Below, the kingdom of Alexandria is engulfed in flames, walls shattering, towers collapsing, the skyline torn apart by dragonfire. Above it all, the king of dragons, Bahamut, unleashes annihilation from the heavens, his massive form wreathed in destructive light as his power rains down without mercy. Rising to meet him, the holy summon Alexander erupts from the city itself, a colossal living cathedral of stone and light, standing in defiance as divine energy surges skyward. This is not a battle. This is a city caught between extinction and salvation. And beneath these clashing titans, we see 3 figures, impossibly small against the chaos, yet charging forward anyway. Zidane launches himself into the destruction, arms spread, body twisting mid-leap, a blur of motion and reckless courage racing towards impossible odds. Vivi stands just behind him, tiny, trembling, staff raised as magic ignites, fear written into his posture, yet power bursting forth all the same. Amaranth surges alongside them, muscles coiled, body thrown forward like a weapon, a living projectile fueled by rage and resolve. 3 mortals, 1 burning city, and gods who don't even notice them.
Big fire, big light. Little guys jump anyway. Og respect little guys, but Og also think they need a snack break.
Yes, Og, when a dragon is nuking a kingdom, the answer is always have a granola bar. Still, this art rules. 3 mortals sprinting under powers that don't even notice them. Look at the scale. The heroes aren't centered, they're nearly swallowed up by the scene. That's the point. That's Final Fantasy IX in one image. Hope doesn't roar. It runs forward while the sky is falling.
That leap? That's not confidence. That's refusal. Refusal to stay down. Refusal to be small. Refusal to let the world end quietly. That's the kind of courage that's dangerously attractive. Especially when the sky is literally trying to kill you.
Trixxie, no flirting during a mass casualty event. Inside this scene box, Hoardlings, await 6 borderless scene cards that assemble this catastrophe into one complete vision. The fire, the light, the summons, the heroes, the cost. This is Final Fantasy at its most operatic, its most tragic, its most beautiful. Let us open the Siege of Alexandria and witness what happens when courage charges straight into the end of the world. Brilliant Wings. This card captures the breathtaking moment Alexandria summons the guardian Alexander as it rises in radiant cathedral-like brilliance. Light cascades across the city, wings unfurl in holy symmetry, and the entire scene screams, "Final stand of a kingdom." This piece is mythic, angelic, and tragic, all at once. Look at the divine wings, a symphony of light and sacrifice. This card could redeem my entire vault.
Is that giant building bird? Is bird building? Big angel bird building?
Yes, Og, it's a building bird. Congratulations. You've invented architecture-based wildlife. But seriously, the art is stunning. Massive, sacred, breathtaking. Something Trixxie tries to be, but usually settles for chaotically distracting.
Oh, sweetheart. When I spread my wings, people pay attention.
Trixxie, no, wait, never mind. Not going there.
Og wanna see wings.
Oh, great. Now you've broken the ogre.
Judgment of Alexander. Alexander's holy blast descends like a divine verdict. Light cuts the sky with terrifying precision, meant to repel Bahamut's destruction. The tension, the divinity, the radiance. Perfect. Alexander's judgment. The holiest light show in history. I need this framed and worshipped.
Light hurt Og's eyes. Is this flashlight magic?
Yes, Og, a flashlight. A flashlight strong enough to vaporize your entire bloodline. But the art, insane. It's like heaven declared, you shall not pass, with maximum prejudice. Honestly, Trixxie, you'd love this level of dramatic overkill.
Holy judgment has its charm. But I personally prefer less holy forms of punishment.
Nope. We are not expanding on that statement.
Punishment? I get timeout once. Different?
In ways you will never be ready for.
Mega Flare. Bahamut unleashes pure devastation, his power tearing downward in a blinding cascade of dragon fire and energy. The detail on Bahamut's posture and the violent energy swirl is impeccable. This is iconic Final Fantasy IX carnage. The King of Dragon unleashes Apocalypse, a masterpiece of destructive beauty.
Og like dragon. Dragon looked like he sneezed hard.
Yes, Og, a sneeze capable of turning an entire civilization into confetti. But the art, absolutely metal. This is the card teenage me would have had taped to my wall next to my existential crisis.
I love a creature who knows how to make an entrance. Explosive power. Dominant presence. Delicious.
Dominant presence? We are reviewing a dragon, not auditioning for, you know what, nothing. Just ignore me.
Og dominant too. Og walk in the room get quiet.
That's not dominance, Og. That's people bracing for property damage.
Aberrant Coral. Aberrant stands poised, fierce, and solitary, perfectly capturing his enigmatic lone wolf personality. The background flames and rubble highlight the siege, while his battling posture radiates pure mercenary energy. A warrior of pride and principle, his hair alone could defeat lesser foes.
He looked mad. Maybe someone ate his snacks.
Not everything is about snacks, Og. Actually, no. With him, yeah, probably someone ate his snacks. Anyway, the art, perfectly grumpy, gorgeously edgy, and absolute mood. Trixxie, try not to pounce on this one. He'd run.
The runners are the most fun to catch.
No catching people during reviews. Or ever. Or anything involving suggestive smiling.
Og smiled suggestively once. Scare squirrels.
Your entire existence scares squirrels, Og.
Vivi's persistence. Vivi stands alone amidst fire and ruin, trembling but resolute. The lighting on his hat brim and glowing eyes perfectly capture Final Fantasy IX's emotional core. Bravery through fear. Vivi, my sweet, anxious son of flame and sadness, your courage is a treasure.
Og feel feelings again. Why'd this happen? Og no like. But Og like.
Yeah, Vivi does that. This art punches straight into your soul and rummages around in your emotional pockets. Trixxie, if you say anything sultry here, I'm calling human resources.
Relax, fishy. Even I know when a moment deserves respect. I adore this little mage. Anyone hurts him, I'll remove their limbs alphabetically.
Trixxie. That is actually sort of comforting. The search for Dagger. Zidane running desperately through burning Alexandria, searching for Garnet. The chaos and urgency are palpable. Dramatic lighting, smoky atmosphere, movement everywhere. One of the most emotional Final Fantasy IX scenes, beautifully framed. The search for love and purpose amidst ruin. This is cinema on cardboard.
He run fast. Og run fast too. When cookies are burning.
Yes, Og. His motivation is exactly the same as yours. Scorched baked goods and romantic panic. But seriously, the art nails the desperation. You can feel the fire and urgency.
A man running through flames for the one he loves? That's the kind of devotion I could get used to.
Please, no more. We are already on fire. Metaphorically and literally.
Og think fire pretty.
You also think crayons taste like philosophy. Just stop talking.
Hoardlings, behold the Final Fantasy XV scene box, Camp Comrades. This isn't a battlefield drenched in catastrophe. This isn't gods clashing or destiny shattering. No, this is the moment the road pauses, a rare breath between wars, when comrades become family. On the cover, you can almost feel the sunset. Noctis leans against the regalia, cool and distant, like he's resting his body while his mind stays on tomorrow's burden. Ignis is posted up cooking dinner, composed as ever, because even at sunset, he's the only one keeping everyone fed and moving. Gladiolus stands confidently with his greatsword, relaxed but ready, off duty only in the way a bodyguard can be. And Prompto snaps a selfie with a chocobo, pure joy in motion, capturing the laughs before the road steals the moment away. This is Final Fantasy 15, not at war, but at rest.
I like this box. No giant monsters, just good friends and food. I'm very hungry now.
Of course you noticed the food first. Only an ogre would stare straight at loyalty and friendship and think, snack. But once you drag your eyes up from your stomach, this art has real soul. Sunset lit on worn gear, a sword finally at rest. It's the calm bond that exists right before the road takes its toll.
All that soft light. All those relaxed poses. And the scent of a meal worth remembering. That's the quiet kind of beauty that stays with you.
In these cards lie 6 idyllic scenes, moments of laughter, rest, and unspoken bonds. This is Final Fantasy not in chaos, but in camaraderie. Let us open camp, comrades, and revel in peace before the next storm. Noctis, heir apparent. Noctis stands apart beneath a fading dusk sky, framed by the open road and the regalia behind him. Soft twilight tones replace daylight, catching his coat and hair without the warmth of a campfire. He looks relaxed but burdened, a prince suspended between freedom and the responsibility waiting ahead. Behold, Hoardlings, the prince of late-night brooding and inherited tax problems. Look at that pose, half vacation, half impending tragedy. Magnificent.
You look tired. I know that look. That I want nap but gotta do big thing look.
That's the my entire bloodline expects me not to screw up look, Og. You get that look when you're down to your last snack. Noctis gets it when destiny calls.
A sleepy prince with too much on his shoulders. I wouldn't mind helping him relax. Maybe show him a few things they don't teach in royal etiquette.
No extracurricular anything with the prince.
I can help him relax too. Tell him about snacks and naps.
One of you is thinking about comfort, the other is thinking about corruption. I'll let the audience guess which is which.
Fishing gear. Classic Final Fantasy 15 energy. The royal fishing rod and tackle laid out like sacred relics. You can practically see the gentle ripple of water in the background, the soft blue camp light, and the quiet "we're off duty now" vibe. It's mundane, but in that very Final Fantasy way where even mundane things feel legendary. Aha! The legendary implements of the royal fishing minigame. Look at this. Craftsmanship so exquisite it elevates standing quietly by water into high art.
I like fishing. Sit, wait, maybe snack, maybe fish, sometimes nap. Perfect activity.
You'd like anything involving sitting and snacks, Og, but I'll admit, the way it's illustrated, it does make fishing look like a life or death quest.
I don't usually get excited about rods and lines, but if the right person's holding it, I might make an exception.
Trixxie, that wasn't even subtle.
I hold rod too. I'm good at holding rod, sometimes 2 rods.
Congratulations, Og. That sentence sounded wrong no matter what way you look at it.
Chocobo camp. This one is pure comfort. Camp circle, tents, maybe a fire pit, and chocobos milling around with that fat, happy bird energy. Warm colors, evening sky, cozy vibe. It looks like the moment right before everyone passes out in bedrolls. Ah, a heaven of feathery companionship and shared rest. The humble chocobo, truly the greatest mount in all realities.
Bird camp! Og want be in bird camp. Og ride chocobo. Maybe chocobo ride Og.
If a chocobo tried to ride you, the laws of physics would file a complaint. But yes, the art is cozy, nostalgia in card form. You can feel the road dust and warm feathers.
I like this. Campfire, stars, big birds, tired heroes. Perfect place to lower defenses.
We are talking about emotional defenses, right? Right?
Og lower defenses when full. Snack wall go down.
Okay, listen up, you brain-dead meatball. That wasn't about defenses, that was flirting. She was speaking in hints, tone, and implication, and you responded like you were ordering lunch.
Flash photography, prompto energy all over this one. Camera out, arm extended, dragging a very confused chocobo into the shot. It's pure joy and chaos, capturing friendship instead of danger. You can almost hear, "Come on, buddy, selfie time." Aha! A sacred art of capturing embarrassing moments forever. This card practically smells of overexposed selfies and regret.
Too bright. Flash hurt Og eyes. Also, every time Og see photo, mouth open. Why always open?
Because you're always either shouting, chewing, or confused. This nails the chaotic click now, think later vibe. Perfect for prompto and for blackmail.
Imagine the photos you could take at the right moment. Right angle, right lighting, right company.
We do not need a Trixxie pinup collection in this vault.
Og pose for picture. Og do flex. Or snack.
Of course you will, you walking protein shake. You hear pinup calendar and think it's just flexing until food appears. We'll pencil you in for April, maybe on the first day of the month.
Campsite cuisine. This is Ignis in spirit, if not literally. Campfire, pots, pans, plates, and food so pretty it might as well be a 5-star restaurant in the middle of nowhere. You can practically smell the sauce, see the steam, and here, I've come up with a new recipe. A banquet in the wilderness. This art speaks directly to my stomach and my soul.
Food. Og want card. Og eat card. No. Og not eat card. Og want real version of card.
Do not eat the card. Sleeve the card, frame the card, maybe pray to the card, but do not eat it. That said, the way they render these dishes here, this is unfair. Now I'm hungry too.
Good food, warm fire, friends all full and relaxed. That's when the really interesting conversations start.
That sounded alarmingly suggestive, but also very true.
Og had interesting conversation when full. Mostly about second dinner.
Conversation? You lose thoughts faster than you lose crumbs, you overstuffed walnut. Being full doesn't make you deeper, it just slows the blinking.
Warrior's resolve. Gladiolus stands forward, massive blade in hand, body squared and ready. The warmth of camp light falls away, replaced by cooler, harder tones. No banter, no jokes, just duty settling in. This is the moment the shield steps back into position. Yes, this is resolve. Not speeches, not prophecy, just someone standing up first and saying, "I've got this." That choice is the soul of camp comrades.
Og like him. Big sword, big shoulders, stands in front so no friends get hit. Og approved this strategy.
It's the rare moment where be large and unmovable is an actual plan, and shockingly, a good one.
That's the kind of strength you don't have to announce. It just shows up. And suddenly, everything else knows where it stands. Yeah, that gets my attention.
Exactly. The jokes don't vanish. They wait. Because when someone steps forward like this, everyone else gets to breathe for a second.
Og would also step forward. After snack. Quick snack.
Exactly why your moral support, not point defense, you overgrown crouton. You're big, reassuring, and excellent at soaking hits, but wave a sandwich and your brain crashes like an old computer blue screening, which is why we keep you loud, supportive, and nowhere near strategy.
My glorious Hoardlings, you have witnessed battles, summons, heroes, villains, and the warm glow of brotherhood beside a crackling campfire. From the first light warriors of Final Fantasy I to the road-tripping legends of Final Fantasy XV, every card, every moment has been a reminder of our sacred oath. Everything can be treasure. Treasure in cardboard, treasure in memories, treasure in the chaos that is Og's explanations.
Og good at chaos and snacks.
Yes, your contributions to the multiverse is mostly crumbs and confusion, but hey, that's your treasure, I guess.
Treasure comes in many forms, boys. Some sparkle, some roar. Some show up in leather jackets with tragic hair and a gunblade. You know, the good ones.
Trixxie, please, not again. We are almost over with this entire review.
Og wholesome. Sometimes. When not hungry.
That's like being sometimes on fire, not comforting.
Anyway, Hoardlings of the realm, if you enjoyed exploring these wondrous scene boxes with us, if you laughed, if you cried, if you questioned the structural integrity of reality when Trixxie started purring, then join us, for the Hoard is ever expanding. Tap that subscribe button, strike the like bell with the fury of Bahamut, comment your favorite Final Fantasy moment below, or your eye stalk shall feel my disappointment.
Also, ring the bell icon, otherwise you'll miss the next disaster featuring Og.
Og love bell. Bell make noise. Bing bong, bing bong.
And follow us everywhere. You never know what treasure will reveal next, or who I'll be testing.
We are supposed to be closing the show, and somehow I'm booking therapy because of you. And remember, my faithful Hoardlings, everything can be treasure.
Even snacks?
Especially snacks. They're the only thing you've ever understood without help.
See you soon, treasure seekers.